Hi, I'm Emma Schmid,
And I'm Megan Jackson.
and our mentee's name was Allison Hatem.
She has Autism Spectrum Disorder, which is characterized by a developmental disorder of the brain, and it's the person's ability to communicate, form relationships, socially interact, and respond appropriately with a given environment that is impaired.
Some common characteristics of autism spectrum disorder include avoiding eye contact, lack of awareness of others' feelings. They can show signs of aggression when the environment is changed that they have been used to. They may engage in actions such as hand clapping, rocking, and flicking objects. And impaired social interactions shows repetitive interest, and they may remain fixated on a single object for an extended amount of time.
Some strengths and weaknesses to this disorder are strengths are engaging in nonverbal tasks such as musical and drawing abilities, and some weaknesses include verbal tasks, which our mentee is nonverbal, so this is really hard for her. Many individuals with autism do not develop speech, and those who do have a limited perception of social cues and appropriate skills.
The first research article we found was describing how prevalent this disorder is among our population. It has been found to be more common in males than females, and Volkmar states that when a female is diagnosed, they are more likely to exhibit an extreme case. Autism is now also recognized as one of the most pervasive disorders, meaning it's more common than we thought before with all the research that has been done. And implementing communication skills and utilizing a structured plan are the best ways to go about teaching this population. Some limitations are that the severity of this disorder can range. There's a very wide range from high to low functioning individuals, and it's important to take into consideration which level they're at and adapt accordingly.
The second article we found was about O'Connor, and it was about exercise and improved behavior. The problem with this is that individuals with autism may avoid physical activity due to the inability to cope with the variety of auditory, visual, and tactile stimulant in wide open spaces. I know Allison gets really distracted really easy because she has such a short attention span, and that seems to be a problem when we're trying to teach her new activities. They are unable to create and maintain interpersonal relations. They possess low level of fitness due to the lower motivational levels, and it is harder to become engaged in a seemingly difficult physical task. The solution to this is ways to create a lesson plan to accommodate for some of these limitations, and a couple of them are to change activities frequently and the variety of the activities and target certain goals. Highly structured class and demonstrate the activity while explaining it. The goal is also to increase the level of fitness and promote correct behaviors. Some benefits of physical activity is moderate aerobic activity showed increase in attention span, on-task behavior, and increased level of appropriate responses. And how do you do this? You do it by using large muscles with rhythmic movement patterns. Some examples of appropriate activities are running, hopping, jumping, and cycling. And Allison seems to have a problem hopping with both feet inside of a hula hoop, so we've been trying to really get her to be able to do that by the end of the semester. Okay, this is Emma Schmid. She's going to demonstrate our lesson plan. So utilizing the FAME approach, we come up with a lesson plan for Allison, and the FAME approach is the functional approach to modifying movement activities. And the first exercise we're going to do is a straight line heel to toe walk. So stand facing the line with one foot in front of each other, placing the leading heel directly in front of the trailing foot while maintaining upright posture. Walk in a straight line the length of half of a volleyball court. But in this case, we're just going to demonstrate a few steps for you and go back the other way. Perfect. Okay, the next exercise is called the cat-cow, in which Emma's going to get into a quadruped position. And slowly arch the back upwards, tucking the chin to chest. Then slowly relax and let the stomach fall towards the floor. Breathe out during the up phase and breathe in during the down phase. Perfect. Our next exercise is going to be lateral line walks. Emma's going to stand upright for us with a slight bend in the knees. She's going to walk laterally along the volleyball line, but in this case we're just going to imaginary line it. Great. Go back the other way. She's going to maintain good posture, upright. Perfect. Okay, the next one we're going to do is called a single-sided swimmer. So Emma's going to lay in a prone position on her belly with her arms stretched overhead, and she's going to raise her opposite arm and opposite leg off of the ground and repeat on the opposite side. For more advanced, you can actually, it's like you're swimming, so you can do them both simultaneously at the same time. Alright, great. The next one we're going to do is a warrior pose. She's going to start in a side lunge with upright posture. She's going to extend arms to shoulder height, palms down, and turn her back foot to 90 degrees. Oh, look at her, she's perfect. She's going to rotate her head towards the leading limb and hold for 15 seconds. And then we would repeat it on the other side. The next one we're going to do is child pose, and this would be the last one in Allison's plan. She's going to sit on her knees, bring feet together, and touch her buttocks to her heels. She's going to slowly rest torso over her thighs, touching forehead to the ground, and extend arms overhead and breathe in and out normally for 1 minute. To summarize my experience in this class, I really didn't know what to expect going into it. I had never had any type of experience with kids with any type of disorder, so going into the class with a nonverbal mentee was very challenging at first for me. It was really kind of like scary almost, because I didn't know what to do, I didn't know how to talk to her, I didn't know how to act. But as the time went on, it seemed like it was a little bit easier than it was at first, and volunteering at all these extracurricular activities seemed to help. Like, I understood that there were other realms of disabilities other than just Allison, which made it a little bit better for me. During the lab itself, it's still a challenge. Like, I don't feel that it's gonna get any easier with her. I feel like it's just overall is good. She likes to be happy. She likes to ride around on the scooters, which is great, but having like an actual action plan for her, it's really difficult and really hard to get through to that. But overall, I think it was a good experience. It gave me a different new light of how to deal with people with different types of disorders and how to be physically active with them, which is really cool.
To summarize my overall experience of PED 415 and working with our mentee Allison, it was definitely a challenge. I had a past experience of a neighbor with autism, but I've never actually gotten the chance to work with and implement exercise prescriptions with different populations. So I really enjoy learning how to modify certain exercises I use on a daily basis to other people who can't perform them as well. I also really enjoyed watching her progress as we went through this whole semester. We still might not be able to reach all of our goals, but I'm really hoping that Megan and I's plan will at least help her achieve a better fitness level and hopefully bring her some new ideas of exercises other than basketball.